Okay, YouTube demonetized me again for reuse content on this channel, so that's why this might be my last video on this channel. I don't know, maybe it'll blow up after this in a good way. But this is recently released body cam footage from the case of Chad Dorman. He's the guy out of Ohio who's now in jail. He's accused of brutally doing away with his 3 young sons, and he even shot his wife in the thumb as she was heroically and valiantly trying to save them. Anyway, thanks to YouTuber The Docket for sending me this video. Right now I'm talking over the parts that were muted anyway, that were redacted, so you're not missing any of the audio. I'll play, after I shut up, I'll play the rest of the audio that they sent to The Docket and the video where you'll see Chad acting a fool. He's just committed this horrible crime against his own family, his own flesh and blood, and then he's not wanting to get dressed, I guess, for the officers, for court. But let me talk about why I'm here on screen on this channel, Plunder Bodycam Videos. Plus why it could be the last bodycam video I place on this channel. I owe you guys an explanation and I wanted to explain it in this video if YouTube doesn't fix their system ASAP. So normally on this bodycam videos channel, I would just bring you this footage without putting myself on screen. But apparently YouTube for some reason doesn't like that. You know, I'm more a behind the cameras person, but no matter what the so-called experts are claiming about these faceless YouTube channels or YouTube automation or whatever, it seems that YouTube just really wants to see my face on my channels. So what had happened was, you see, after recently getting this channel monetized, YouTube changed their minds about this channel, so I got demonetized again on YouTube. Now, thank God it wasn't on my main channel. You guys might remember how long it took me to fix that last year. Find the link below if you want to see that whole process. It took a good 3 months. Well, this time it was demonetization for this Plunder Bodycam Videos channel, which YouTube had just recently approved for monetization on June 21st, 2023. But then they did a big reversal just 23 days later. By July 14th, 2023, YouTube sent me that dreaded email that no YouTuber wants to get out of the blue, anxiety-producing email. And maybe if you're watching this, you're either interested in bodycam videos or you're interested in both YouTube stuff. Like maybe you've gotten the same dreaded email from YouTube and it reads, quote, "Your channel isn't earning right now. We found that your channel contains the following, dun dun dun, reuse content." And then they even automatically pause memberships and they're like, your memberships have been paused. So this can leave you and your viewers and channel members pretty confused without a lot of detail. They never say, this is the video that's the problem. But it happens even to huge YouTubers. One guy I saw, Stevie Knight, I guess he has more than 700,000 subscribers. He got demonetized on his Night Talk channel. That different channel has 378,000 subscribers. There was another big YouTuber that got demonetized the same day. In the video titled, "They Got Stevie Knight and 10 Hours Later, Me Too" by Just Jen Reacts, she describes being demonetized with 319,000 subscribers. And then if you're a fan of true crime, you might remember the huge YouTuber JCS Criminal Psychology. They have 5.45 million subscribers and they had gone away for a while. They were done too. They complained about YouTube flagging their interrogation videos and demonetizing them. So if you've gotten the same email with the subject line, "Your channel is no longer eligible to monetize. Learn how to reapply." We'll talk about how to try and fix it in the real world actions, and if the appeal doesn't work, how to take drastic measures to get your monetization back. Thank God I was able to get it back last year for my main channel and it's been working. YouTube says submit an appeal. If you believe the decision was a mistake, submit an appeal. Keep in mind that we won't be able to review your appeal if you delete any videos after you received your channel review decision. So you can't delete anything at first. They give you some small details, but not all of them, to create a video for your appeal. So they tell you, yeah, keep it under 5 minutes. Show or mention your channel's URL, you know, the link, within the first 30 seconds. Mention the reviewer's feedback and tell us why it's a mistake. So, you know, talk about, oh, it's not reuse content, like I told them, but the appeal didn't work. Most appeals don't work, by the way. I think YouTube has something going on. Anyway, they say talk about your whole channel, not just the videos that follow our policy. Provide visual examples of how you create videos, including how you film and edit them. So, my reviewers' feedback, reuse content, means channel uses someone else's content without making changes that add significant value. And I totally beg to differ. Even though these BODYCAM videos I purchase aren't filmed by me, I still edit them. So I recently created an appeal video and I submitted it before August 4th, the deadline. I showed YouTube how I bought original BODYCAM videos for this channel from many different police stations. I mean, it takes me forever to track these down. And I explained how I edit the videos to transform them. I take out the highlights, as you can see on some, and I put them in the beginning so you get the most interesting parts and you know what to expect. I showed YouTube my literal receipts for paying for BODYCAM footage, but like expected, they rejected my appeal video. I'd love to see the stats. They probably reject 90 to 95% of people's appeal videos, as if there's some kind of unwritten hidden rule behind the scenes at YouTube that they're not telling us. Something's going on. But the funniest part was when YouTube told me appeal showed you have permission, not ownership of your videos. So they're agreeing, yeah, you have permission to run these BODYCAM videos, but not ownership. But if I'm purchasing and editing and publishing these videos that viewers love to watch, who owns them? And why do I have to keep putting my face on the screen as a talking head for YouTube to approve me again for monetization? I never really wanted to go on screen. I mean, I kind of like it now, but if I'm talking about a true crime case, it's about the victims to me and the perpetrators. But these are the emails they send some YouTubers out of the blue just in one day, not even realizing that some YouTubers, they depend on these earnings to pay their mortgages, to buy food for their families. I mean, seeing some of the stories. They claim their team of experts looked over my videos I've uploaded to Plunder BODYCAM videos. We found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with our YouTube partner program policies. As of today, they do it in one day. Your channel is not eligible to monetize, and you will not have access to monetization tools and features. Please go to your Earn page in the YouTube studio to read more about the specific policy our specialist flagged. Yeah, like that Stevie guy, I watched his video. I don't really know that YouTuber, but I think it was his wife or whomever was holding his child, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm demonetized. I just feel so sorry for people who go through this. But YouTube says, we know this is tough news, and sometimes we have to make difficult decisions to ensure our community is safe for creators, viewers, and advertisers. At the same time, we understand the mistake may have been unintentional, so here's what you can do next. Meantime, YouTube lets a lot of these yahoos, like Ryan Upchurch over there with 3 million something subscribers, just spew all these lies about people, accuse them of murder, and he's monetized. But if you believe your channel was incorrectly suspended from YPP, you have the option to appeal within 21 days of suspension. So yeah, I did this appeal video. YouTube rejected my appeal like they do from what I can see from people across YouTube say. I think they reject them pretty much like that. So within one day, by Friday, July 28th, 2023, I got this reply from YouTube. Your channel remains ineligible for monetization. Our reviewers found that your appeal wasn't successful. You still have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. Reviewers provided this feedback about your appeal. Appeal didn't contain enough visual examples of your filming, editing, or creative process. But I showed them, the internal dashboard of my iMovie editing software. I explained how I edit the BODYCAM videos, and I even add subtitles to some of them. All they have to do is really technically watch the videos and they'll see all the stuff I've added. And I don't know, they're claiming our reviewers did not find enough info in your video appeal to confirm if you own the content or if you've made substantial changes to someone else's original work. Well, obviously the original work belongs to the police departments I get it from. I showed them the hundreds of dollars I've spent on this BODYCAM footage. Anyway, they said appeal showed you have permission, not ownership of your videos. Uploading content that someone else created is not allowed per our reused content policy. Even with their written permission, promotion of someone else's content is not considered value add. This makes no sense. I told them I spent hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, to obtain unique body cam videos, some that aren't on YouTube anywhere else. Like many other body cam video YouTubers are monetized online without putting their faces on screen because, I mean, certain genres, my face doesn't need to be on screen. I even explained to YouTube how I drive. One time I drove 45 minutes away from my home to specifically pick up unique body cam footage from a local police station that, you know, they don't deal in links and stuff. They still gave me CDs. Totally unique. So how is this not unique? Plus I edit the footage to make it more interesting. Even one time when I started premiering body cam videos and chat it with you guys here on this channel, you know, in the live chat, YouTube had given me some weird message about invalid activity, and then I contacted them via Twitter and they said, oh, it just must have been a false positive, so it went away. So reuse content claims to be, you know, a channel when you're using someone else's content, but I'm getting unique body cam videos a lot of times for this channel. I mean, I've paid deposits on some, I still have some coming in. I just beg to differ. I see a lot of YouTubers out there with way less effort, not even editing the videos, getting monetized. So at least I can edit my channel and reapply for monetization. I know the drill. Changes can include editing or deleting videos and updating video details, but you don't know which freaking video caused the problem. So that's why sometimes you have to do a clean sweep. So I can reapply starting October 12th, as long as my channel meets the following requirements. It says you'll see the option to reapply for YouTube Partner Program 90 days from your suspension in YouTube Studio. Now they used to let us reapply after every 30 days, but now YouTube is making creators wait 90 days to reapply. I don't know what's going on with them. It lets us have time to make changes to our channel to make sure it's in line with our policies. And once I reapply, it says our team will carefully look over your content again and make sure it now meets our YPP policies. We'll email you and update you in YouTube Studio once the process is complete. So I'm creating this to show my face, to add more significant value along with Chad Dorman's body cam footage. So I'm creating this just to explain to you guys what's going on if I give up on this channel, because I have to make the money to purchase the body cam videos, because some of them are free, some are only like $20 or so, like the ones I drove up 45 minutes to get, but some are like $300 each or more, especially ones out of Florida I've purchased, and some cost money. So I don't know, we'll see what happens, you know, with YouTube. I'll just try and do a clean, you know, maybe delete the ones I can. It's just a guessing game. It really is a guessing game sometimes with YouTube. YouTube is saying, you know, there's no change in how your videos are promoted when you're demonetized, when you're kicked out of the YPP. And I'm like, yeah, because YouTube still runs their ads on your videos even when you're not monetized. You know, we'll see how this goes. I'm just grateful. Thank God they let me back in YPP for my main channel. I was hoping to make this channel more of a body cam videos channel, since so many people love them, with something where I don't have to be on screen. I don't have to be here introducing it or talking. Some people just want to watch straight interrogation videos. They want to watch straight body cam footage. You know, some of you have commented how they calm you down. They give you something to do. I mean, I like watching them too. And they tell their own story. And I do improve the footage by editing it and adding, you know, where I can add different value to me, adding the lower thirds, adding the dialogue where I can, editing out the unimportant parts or putting things together. I don't know. Hopefully by October, maybe we will see if YouTube lets this channel back in. But you see, I see why a lot of people, they say, really give up on YouTube. I mean, it's a godsend for me. I'm thankful for it, but I see why people give up. Hopefully I won't have to on this channel. I don't know. You'll see. By October, hopefully they'll let me back in. They'll let me keep purchasing body cam videos, which are unique, or else they would just be sitting off on evidence.com somewhere or in some police station where no one would have seen them. Who knows if that's what's meant to be. If not, anyway, go ahead and watch Chad Dorman act a fool. Thank God the docket got this video. This is more video footage that might have just sat there and never seen the light of day if he hadn't requested it. So we'll see what happens. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you in this channel on October 12th with some positive news.
Sit up. Right there. Sit right there. Chad Dorman. Alright, there's charges came out today for you, alright? I'm going to read through these. If you got any questions, give them to me at the end, alright? Alright. Looks like count 1. Aggravated murder. It says on or about June 15, 2023, the County of Claremont did knowingly, purposely, with prior calculation, design, cause of death in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290301, aggravated murder, unclassified felony. Alright, victim under the age of 13. Alright, count 2. Grand jury further finds the President that Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023, County of Claremont did purposely, with prior calculation, to design, cause of death of violation of Ohio Revised Code 2903.01, aggravated murder. Victim under the age of 13. Count 3, aggravated murder. Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did purposely, with prior calculation, design, cause of death of their initials, so I won't read the initials. Violation of Ohio Revised Code 290321, aggravated murder, unclassified felony. Victims under age of 13. Looks like count 4, aggravated murder, 290301B section. Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023, County of Claremont did purposely cause the death of, while committing or attempting to commit, or while fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit the offense of kidnapping in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290301B, aggravated murder, unclassified felony. Victims under the age of 13. Count 5, aggravated murder. Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did purposely cause the death of, while committing or attempting to commit, while fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit the offense of kidnapping in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290301, aggravated murder, unclassified felony. Victim under the age of 13. Looks like he's here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Got them all screwed in here. All of them. Count 6. Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023, County of Claremont did purposely cause the death of, while committing or attempting to commit, or fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit the offense of kidnapping in violation of 290321. Victim under the age of 13. Looks like there's also a total of 9 counts of the aggravated murder. There's 7 counts of kidnapping. I'm going to read these here for you too. I'm going to read them to you, but I got to. Count 10, kidnapping, F1, specifications. Grand jury further find to present that Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did, by force, threat, or deception, remove from the place where he was found or restrained the liberty of him for the purpose of terrorizing or inflicting serious physical harm upon blank or another violation of Revised Code 2905.01, kidnapping the felony of the first degree. The firearm specification on all those counts as well. Count 11, June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did by force, threat, or deception remove from the place where he or she was found, restrained from the liberty of him for the purpose of terrorizing or inflicting serious physical harm upon initials or another violation of Ohio Revised Code 2905.01, kidnapping the felony of the first degree. Firearm spec. Count 12, kidnapping F1. Grand jury further finds presents that Chad C. Dorman on about June 15, 2023, County of Claremont did by force, threat, or deception remove from the place where he or she was found from liberty of him or purposes of terrorizing or inflicting physical harm or another in violation of the Revised Code 2905.01, kidnapping Firearm specification 2941.145. Count 13, kidnapping. June 15, 2023. In the County of Claremont, did by force, threat, or deception remove the initials from the person who was found or restrained the liberty of her for the purpose of terrorizing, inflicting serious physical harm upon or another violation of our code, kidnapping, felony of the first degree. 2905.01. Firearm specification. Count 14 is another kidnapping. Chad C. Dorner, about June 15, 2023, in the County of Claremont, did by force or deception remove from the place he was found or restrained liberty of him for purpose of facilitating the commission of a felony to wit, aggravated murder, 290301, or flight there and after in the violation of revised code 290501, kidnapping the felony of the first degree. Firearm specification. Count 15 is also kidnapping. The grand jury finds that Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in Claremont County did by force, threat, or deception remove from the place where he was found or restrained liberty of him with the purpose of facilitating the commission of a felony to wit, aggravated murder, or flight thereof in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290501A2, kidnapping the felony of the first degree of the firearm specification. And count 16, kidnapping. June 15, 2023, in the County of Claremont, did by force or deception remove the initials from the place where he or she was found or restrained the liberty of him with the purpose of facilitating the commission of a felony to wit, aggravated murder. Firearm specification. Count 17 is another kidnapping. Grand jury further find or presented that Chad C. Dorman on about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did by force, threat, or deception remove from the place she was found or restrained the liberty of her for the purpose of facilitating the commission of a felony to wit, aggravated murder, 290301A, for flight, their violation of the Ohio Revised Code 290501, kidnapping the felony of the first degree. Firearm specification. Count 18, felonious assault, felony 2. The grand jury further finds that Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did knowingly cause or attempt to cause physical harm to their initials by means of deadly weapon or dangerous ordinance to wit, firearm in violation of Revised Code 290301A2, felonious assault, felony of the second degree. The firearm specification. Count 19, felonious assault, 290311, Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did knowingly cause serious physical harm to their initials in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290311. Felonious assault, a felony of the second degree. Firearm specifications. Count 20, felonious assault. On or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did knowingly cause or attempt to physical harm to their initials by means of deadly weapons or dangerous ordinance to wit, firearm in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290311. Felonious assault, felony of the second degree. Firearm specification. Count 21, felonious assault. Grand jury further finds that Chad C. Dorman on or about June 15, 2023 in the County of Claremont did knowingly cause serious physical harm to their initials in violation of Ohio Revised Code 290311. Felonious assault, felony of the second degree. Also the firearm specification signed by the grand jury panel and another prosecutor. 9 aggravated murder charges. Looks like 7 kidnapping charges and 4 felonious assault charges. You understand? Okay. Okay. Let's stay locked in there. You might be walking there.
Turn mine on.
Copy of the movie. Okay, you guys have to take that, we'll be back. Copy of the movie.
For your future hearings, I suggest you address and given the opportunity.
I'll send you 3 for her.
What do you want to do, Ken?
Take it all the way back. She's going home. We're going to go to the home. Are you available to give me right back?
Go ahead. Good.
It's like so long.
So you know, Sarge, he didn't want to get dressed.
I let Jess know. We're going to fight with him. We're aware. We're aware. Take her right off the elevator. Hey, Chad. Doing all right?
Chad, I'm gonna have you sit right here. Okay, so I want you just to listen right now, okay? We're gonna have the public defender. I know, Chad, look at me, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Don't, I know, just take a deep breath for me, okay? I'm gonna have your public defender come back and talk to you, okay? And then we're gonna go out and we're gonna do your hearing. Can you hear me? Do you need a second? Just take a deep breath. Okay. So your public defender will come back and talk to you. You understand that? Okay. And then we'll go out for your hearing. Okay. There is news media out there. Okay. When you walk out, you'll see a piece of black tape on the floor. All I need from you is to stand on that piece of black tape, face the judge only, and just listen. Okay. Your public defender or your attorney is going to do all the talking for you. They'll say that you have the right to remain silent, and I advise you to use that, okay? Because everything in there is recorded. So I want you, again, just to stand there, look at the judge only, don't turn to the media, don't turn to anybody in the audience that you may know. Listen to the judge and let your public defender do the talking for you, okay? Do you have any questions for us? Okay.
See ya. You need help? Maybe. He's gonna do this one. Okay, just this one. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, okay. You guys let the court know after judge signature. Mike's gonna lose. Just say what you need to.
into the courtroom, then I don't want to pass them off.
That's fine.
And have to switch hands. Brad agrees with you. I got this. I think I told you that.
Yeah, you told me that during the meeting.
Question about the marker and then the way back. Have questions about those later. Me and Mark were looking at stuff.
They're going to be a very specialized situation, thinking outside the box type issues, nothing long term, very, very temporary. It's not the other apparatuses for,
Yeah. That's what I told him I wanted.
What was this said?
You want me to have physical control. If there's an issue, it's just poof, we're out.
So no issues, all right, Mr. Dorman?
Matter is before the board today for purposes of bond hearings. Calendar, you are here on behalf of Mr. Dorman, Mr. DeCalby, Mr. Gass on behalf of the state of Ohio. Mr. Callen is the bond. Go ahead, sir.
As a bond, Your Honor, he is 32 years old. He lives in Richmond, married, is employed. He indicates that his relatives, Gloria Dorman, Todd Frost, and Tim Dorman, may act as co-signers for him. At this time, Your Honor, we would submit to the court that a bond of $75,000 with order conditions would be imposed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DeCalby.
Good job, Mark Colby, Cameron County Prosecutor on behalf of the state. At this point, I'm going to let Mr. Gast handle the bond on our behalf. Morning, Judge.
Judge, we've got law enforcement with us here today. Our office has been involved. Lots of people in our office have been involved with law enforcement throughout yesterday, afternoon, evening, all the way through this morning. And the facts I have for you at this point are as follows. The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community, law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable. There's been a full admission in this case, Judge. The case is still new. We're still discovering facts. But the evil horror of what we know is impossible to process. In an act of just incomprehensible cruelty, the father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys, and he executed them in his own home with a rifle. They were ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother at some point grabbed the gun the father was wielding to attempt to protect them. We know that one of the boys was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, the father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother was shot through the hand in her attempt to protect her children. Judge, I asked the court in setting this bond to just begin to imagine their fear. This was the man that every day they woke up looking to for protection, love, guidance in all things. The man they trust more than any other person on earth. The person they rely upon to keep them safe from harm. He was their world, he was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood. We know that from his admission. By that same admission, Judge, he has committed one of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune to see. To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events of this day. This did not happen on a whim. He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime. I hope it's the worst fact pattern that ever comes before this court. Judge, it's important for the court to know in the bond we're going to request today, for the court to understand Fairmont County deputies, Monroe Township Fire and EMS, and other first responders bravely respond to the scene where they don't know what's going on. They did not know what they're facing, and they come into a scene that no one can ever be prepared for. No law enforcement training, no training of any kind prepares you for this. It's easy to forget that these are men and women with families, children, feelings, emotions. They're not some automaton performing a delegated function. They're people. They're required to give CPR to gunshot children, 3, 4, and 7-year-old children. They held these boys in their arms, knowing there was nothing they could do to save them. How long do those stars last? The day you wake up from that, you're healed. How do you unsee such an abomination? The bond factors this court needs to consider today are set forth in Criminal Rule 46, nature and circumstance of the crime charged, and specifically whether the defendant used or had access to a weapon, including the seriousness of the offense. It's the most serious offense that we have on the books, Judge. This is it. You can't commit a more serious offense. So the nature of the crime charged is the worst crime that can be charged. Did you have access to a weapon? Yes, obviously you did. The weight of the evidence against the defendant at this point, Judge, we stand here with the full admission of the defendant. That also goes to the confirmation of the defendant's identity, and witnesses on scene did see at least part of what happened. Next, the court is to consider the likelihood this person would return to court if a bond or issue. Again, this is the most heinous crime with the most severe penalty under the law that we presented to a grand jury. That alone would be a major factor in discouraging a person from availing himself to this court or any other. And the thought to flee and the likelihood of flight is great in the state's opinion. The danger he poses to the community is a factor that this court can consider, and I think with the facts in front of you, Judge, we can't name a person that poses a greater threat to the community. As his prior record goes, Judge, it is fairly minimal. He was charged with domestic violence in 2010. He is not, to my knowledge, on probation community control. Judge, the facts of this case are hopefully like no other we will ever see. When this case gets indicted in the court of common pleas, I am certain that a no bond hearing will be held, and I would hope that would be granted. But at this point, this juncture, we're going to ask this court to issue a bond we've never asked for before. I'm going to ask for a bond of $20 million. I hope I never need to request such a bond again.
Thank you. Date for preliminary hearing?
The date for the preliminary hearing, Judge, is 6/26.
No objection.
The preliminary hearing will be set for June 26th at 1 p.m. At this point in time, bond's going to be set in the amount of $20 million cash or surety. Anything else at this time, Mr. Gass?
No, Judge.
Mr. Conley, further?
Nothing at this time.
All right, thank you.
We're walking out. Walk straight back to the room. Turn to your left to face the wall.
All right. Yeah. Copy and looking around.
Considering that doesn't happen, man.
I ain't trying to fight with you. I won't hurt anybody. Fix this shit real quick.
All good.
Clear.
Take them off in the cell. Put your head right there.
Bring your right foot back.
Take the socks off while you're at it, please. I'll take control of the cuff. Lift your foot back up, she's gonna
Taking
take
your shoulder. Other leg. Same thing. Take your shoe off.
Turn. Got it, okay. Hand down with your side once those cuffs release. Do not move it.
Have a seat.
Do not stand up until we get out of this cell.
Secure in cell 1023.